Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to With Infinite Love. My name is Kalila, and this is your reading today all about who is spying on you, who is secretly watching you. And I thought this would be a fun topic for today because this is my seventh pick a card reading that I've done. And in my file naming system, this is pick a card number 007. And so that just James Bond, spy, who is spying on you. That's why we're here today. So we're just going to have a little bit of fun, see who is secretly watching you, keeping tabs on you, what have you. And yeah, so we have three groups today. We have group one with the moss agate. Group two has the carnelian. And group three has the picture jasper, which is a new stone for me, and I'm very excited to have it. So we are using the Literary Tarot again with the Classics edition of the Literary Tarot. And I have also oracle cards and confirmations. I'm going to try to remember we can ask a yes or no question at the end. And I have my pendulum here ready to go. We might get some affirmations. I'm just going to follow the energy and see what comes through. So, yeah, the timestamps are in the description below. So go ahead and pause if you need more time to pick group 1, 2, or 3, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, group 1. If you chose the moss agate, then this is your reading, and the card from the pile selection is the Nine of Light, which is the Nine of Cups. And I really love this Nine of Cups in particular because this is Anne Shirley from Anne of Green Gables getting her dress with puffed sleeves for Christmas. And I was huge, always been a huge Anne of Green Gables fan. So what I get from this card is that the person who is spying on you might see you as this kind of wish fulfillment in their life. Or they see you in this energy of Anne of Green Gables, of getting things that you want, but there is such a positive energy with this card. So it's not that they're jealous of you getting all of your wishes. I think they're cheering you on secretly from the sidelines. But we'll get some more details on this as we go further into your reading. I just wanted to really bring out that story here because if you know the story, if you've seen any of the adaptations, you know what a big joyful moment this is in either the books or whatever. So we'll put this back in the deck and give it a shuffle, and I'm gonna leave your moss agate there. Moss agate is a nice grounding stone, and so this could also just be something that will a wish fulfillment that will be grounded. But we're going to find out who's spying on you. So, Spirit, for my group ones, who is spying? Oops, I left these cards over here. Okay, just kidding. We're going to shuffle again. I'm trying not to stop too much in my videos and just like let you guys come with me on the journey. I'm not sure yet which way I like better. In some ways, it's much easier for me to just read as I would read if you were here with me in person, but then I know that can be tedious sometimes. And in other ways, I can really get into the deeper levels of the energy if I lay out the cards in advance. So we're just playing around right now to see what feels better. If you have an opinion, please drop it in the comments. All right, Spirit. Who is spying on my group ones? Ooh, who's this? The Four of Parchment. It's the Four of Pentacles in this deck, which is depicting the story of A Christmas Carol and Scrooge, because the Four of Pentacles can be a miserly energy. What are these? King of Parchment and the Three of Light. Okay, so this context helps. Um, so I think this is someone who is, they're holding back. And I think that's really, I mean, obviously, that's why they're spying on you, because for some reason they're not feeling like they can come forward. And it could be that they're protecting something that's important to them with the Four of Parchment. The King of Parchment, this could very well be an earth sign. So I think um, this is someone who has really mastered their abundance on a lot of levels. They're in the physical world, anyways. This is a very wealthy, traditionally a wealthy older man. With the Three of Light, which is the Three of Cups, this might be someone in your friend group. If you know anybody who fits this description, that can help you narrow it down. But I see that I was getting with your Nine of Cups, Nine of Light, I was getting that this might be someone who has a romantic interest in you, and that could still be true, though it could be someone that you know from work with the Pentacle cards. But regardless, I do think they're in your friend group. I think this is someone that you either do celebrate with or have celebrated with, whether that's just a work party or something a little bit more informal and intimate. But yeah, because we have, he's holding his glass of wine here, but he's very much surveying his kingdom. This King of Parchment is, I believe, the picture of Dorian Gray, and if you know that story, you know this is the portrait that's aging instead of him. So, but he gets everything he ever wanted because his looks just draw people in. So I think with this particular King of Parchment, this might be a very attractive man who might have a dark side that a lot of people don't know about. But I'm not getting a super toxic energy from this. It could be there with the Four of Parchment and this particular story with the picture of Dorian Gray, because the premise, right, is that none of his quote unquote sins show in his appearance, because the portrait is taking all of the hits that would normally alter someone's appearance, make them look more cruel or more or age them or anything like that. Um, so there could be some darker forces at work here, and I don't mean that. Don't be scared by that. I don't use that in a demonic kind of sense at all. When I say darker forces, I usually mean shadow work that needs to be done in this person, unintegrated shadows. Okay, so like we all have, most of us have unintegrated shadows somewhere. Even when you're doing shadow work and have been doing shadow work for years, it's a process, right? So but I'm just not getting, I don't, this is not someone with malintent towards you. I think they might have uh, a side of them that you don't know about, which is kind of coming through in the spying energy, right? If they were fully open and fully ready to be themselves, then they wouldn't be spying on you. They'd just approach you. But this is someone who is not. They really are holding back. They might withhold their emotions just as as part of who they are. They might be kind of an avoidant type of energy. But this might be someone who has, I keep getting love interest energies, and I'm trying not to go there because that's not here yet. But we'll see if it is. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Ink is the Knight of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune did come out in reverse. I wasn't. Am I taking reversals today, Spirit? I'm being told to leave this one in reverse. So the Knight of Wands is someone who's coming forward to you passionately, for whatever reason, taking passionate action towards you. So I think this is someone who will eventually stop spying on you. But this Wheel of Fortune, because it's in reverse, is if this was upright, I would be saying that there's, the wheel is turning in your favor. Because it is in reverse, this might just be what's keeping this person from coming forward. Like they could be having, the Four of Parchment could be indicating that they are having some financial struggles and they're not feeling abundant enough to come forward, even though they have all of this passion and they want to. So this could be on their side. As we said with your Nine of Cups, that this was someone who sees you as wish fulfillment. And if that's the case, then they're not trying to come forward when they don't have their best chance of succeeding with you. If they're seeing you as someone who is having a glow up and everything is going right for you right now, then this wheel in reverse, you know what? I'm actually going to read it the same. Either way, they're just feeling like this is not the time to come forward. Let's get some more, Spirit, on who is spying on group one. Who is spying? Ooh, on group one. What are these? Oh, there's a lot more here than it looks like. We're just going to take this first one, which is the Magician. So yeah, they will be manifesting you for sure, or manifesting that this wheel turns upright. Actually, now I am going to turn it upright. So they are serious about this. 10 of Wands. Yeah, they're feeling really burdened though. And if anybody wonders why I put things where I put things, it's just intuitive. I don't even notice I'm doing it most of the time. And so you'll see me move them around during a reading sometimes, just because the energy moves. And so, yeah. So we have the Eight of Quills, which is the Eight of Swords, and that's they're trapped in their own mind for whatever reason. I think this 10 of Wands over here, with all of the burdens on them, and I mean, whatever that is, they've been working hard for a very long time, and still feeling not able to come forward. So they are working on bringing this wheel upright, about it turning in their favor, so that they can come towards you with this Knight of Wands. But what are they coming towards them for, Spirit? I'm reading this like a love reading, but there's not a lot of love indications here. And so I want to make sure what's going on here. The Star and the Two of Ink. I think they see you as a healing sort of energy. And so again, we have another card of manifesting, of kind of planting seeds and waiting for them to come in. And I know I'm using kind of a more pentacle metaphor, but bear with me here. It's so the Two of Wands is someone who knows what they want, but they know it takes time, and so they're doing the energetic work. They're laying the energetic foundation for what they want to come in, but then there is a waiting period, and so it is like the magician in the manifestation aspect, but it really focuses on the energetic part of that. So so they see you as a healing energy. This one, the 10 of Quills. Yeah, because move your agate out of the way here. Whatever, however they see you or however they know you, they see you as someone who can. They feel like they're kind of at rock bottom, honestly. Even though they're showing up as a king, they're really having a hard time in some area of their life, and they're seeing you as the solution to that. So, like honestly, and you might be with the star here, you might be in the public eye as a healer. That's entirely possible, and they might be looking at you as having the answers because they're in this energy of they're feeling disempowered with the 8 of Swords, and so they might be kind of outsourcing their healing to you, which, so be mindful of that if you know who this is. But yeah, I think this is someone who is, they've got you on a pedestal in a way that they kind of see you as the answer to their problems, and they might want you to save them in some way. So really, really be mindful of that, because that's not nobody needs that. With the Hierophant here, we have Taurus energy. So we have Taurus, we have Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune I usually see as all the fixed signs, um, and the Magician is Gemini. So for those of you looking for signs there, we do have um, a lot of earth and fire on the table. We got the five of cups here is heartbreak. It's loss and heartbreak. And I'm wondering if that's because they have you on this pedestal, and they just don't think they're worthy of you. But the Hierophant is, again, an energy of really, traditionally, like way back in the day, this was the Pope, right? This was someone who was a spiritual religious leader, specifically religion, because it was dealing with the earthly aspects of spirituality. And so, the Hierophant has a lot of institutional authority that can be seen as very restrictive, and so there could be an institutional barrier here and that could be what's informing this 10 of ink, this 10 of Quills, this inability to have the kind of connection with you that they want. It could be institutional strictures or religious factors, or spiritual whatevers. If they know you from work, like we've seen with the Pentacles cards, there could be rules against that. But they are feeling so confined. Like when I just like zoom out of the cards and just sit in this energy, they're feeling so stuck. Like it's a very frustrated energy. They want this passionate move towards you, but they don't feel like they can have you. And part of that, I think, is legitimate, and part of that is just the way they've pedestalized you in their mind. So what do we have here? The Six of Quills. They're trying to move out of this situation, whatever this is. And the Two of Parchment. Was this in upright or reverse, Spirit? Upright it is. So they're going to try to juggle things, to delegate some things, to, yeah, man, I am really just getting, they are kind of, they're low key, no, they're high key obsessed with you, but this is absolutely someone who wants you to save them. And so that might have like created this false sense of attraction, because with the Star, they might even not even know you in real life. Like, this might be someone who sees your public presentation online but has no idea about who you actually are in real life. And but they have this very passionate kind of fantasy of you, but it's got them all up in their heads and weird about it. And I'm sorry, I know that is not a fun reading to get here, but that is what is coming through. But I can feel their frustration. And it's like they have this idea in their heads that if they could just, ooh, why did it come through like that, Spirit? That is aggressive. All right, well, that is that's how it's coming through. Okay. Um they feel like if they could just get their hands on you, everything would be okay. So like legit watch out. And like, listen, if this is someone, if you know who this is, and this is someone who you are actually interested in, and you don't you kind of like that energy, I mean, you do you, I get it. But yeah, the Moon. So yeah, there are definitely illusions going on here. The Moon is Pisces or Cancer, depending on who you ask. I think it's technically Pisces, and people give the nod to Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So do with that what you will. Okay, anything else here, Spirit? For the symmetry reasons, I would love for this to be, is this the card? Ace of Swords. Oh, Two of Quills. We saw that earlier, I think. Oh no, that's, you might have messages in group 3. I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know, but that's the card for group 3. Ace of Quills. They're gonna get clarity about this, whether that's because you give it to them or because they have like an awakening moment. The Two of Quills here is telling me, again, it's their conflict. They're so conflicted within themselves. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, they really, I think you probably give off a loving energy in a way that they don't often experience. And so they're seeing you that way, and that's adding to their obsession. King of Wands. Queen of Light, King of Wands. Okay. Or, yeah. Queen of Cups, King of Wands. So you could be water sign, fire sign. Right, we started with the Pentacles, Court cards, which is Earth. I mean, I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. The cards are repeating themselves. So let's put these away and get some advice for you. Clear this table because it's getting a little overwhelming. And we'll get some advice for you from, what do we want? Do we want this? This is a romance deck, which I'm gonna like not even playing when I say that this is not really a super romantic read. It was trying to be, but it was just it's not. It's a little too intense to be what I would consider romance. But we're still gonna ask the cosmic insights, and then we'll just translate what comes out. Eek. So, oh, what happened? He's got all turned around. Where are we? Some parts of the deck. Oh, my deck got all weird. Is it just this one card? Oh, that's interesting. Challenges. Cosmic insights. Hold on. How did that happen? Patience. That's so interesting. This is like a new deck. It hasn't even been around long enough to get messed up like that. Yes. Luck is on your side. Okay. So, the advice for you here, I mean, we saw that this person is getting clarity. So, be patient. They will make a move or not, but focus on yourself. Luck is on your side. I think you are protected from this person. It's weird toxic energy. And so, just know that. And then, yeah, Mercury retrograde. Got a few more days left. If you're watching this in real time, we have a few more days left before Mercury stations direct, and it has the shadow period before we really get out of the murkiness there. But yeah, again with patience, and then this is review everything. Just I think, like I say, I think you're protected, but do your energetic shielding, your cord cuttings, your protection spells, however that works for you during this time. And then this again, it might not ever even come. Yeah, caution. Find out more information. So yeah, be careful, but now you know at least that you've got someone doing this in your energy, and that should resonate in your intuition if this is for you. And if it's not for you, you can totally choose another group. So this is not, I think I'm gonna skip the attributes just because of the nature of this. We're gonna get this. My mom gave me these that she got from someone else. And these are thought seeds um, that she got that are like little affirmations. So we'll do this. Today I will kick butts. Yeah, keep being a baddie, Um, yeah, keep being as awesome as you are, because I mean, obviously you have this energy that shines really bright, and which is what's drawing. It draws all sorts when we have that kind of energy. But don't let this knock you off your path. Just ground, shield, protect yourself. You are protected divinely. Luck is on your side. And keep shining bright. Don't let this knock you off course. All right, I think. Oh, pendulum. See, I remembered. I almost didn't, but I did. So if you have a yes or no question, go ahead and think of it, and we will get your answer here. I'm gonna talk to the pendulum real quick. Can you show me your yes? Yep, it's clear yes. And show me your no. Okay. For group one, they answer to their yes or no question is, please, what is the answer to their question? That's a yes. So there you have it. As with all things tarot and collective readings and all of that, take that yes, you know, as it resonates for you. Always trust your intuition over anything that you get in a reading. But I'm going to leave you there. I thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day or night. If you like this reading, please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, um, feedback in the comment, in the comments, whatever you want to let me know. That would be fabulous. I really want these readings to serve you, and so let me know how I could do that better. And have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Hi, Group 2. If you chose the Carnelian, then this is your reading today, all about who is spying on you. And the card you chose was the World card. So this could be Capricorn. That is, I believe, the zodiac sign associated with the World card. But yeah, so this World card this is from the story of King Arthur getting Excalibur from the Lady of the Lake. So that's the end of one cycle of his journey, is getting this sword, which he will take with him on all of the other adventures. So this could be someone who is approaching you for something that you have, or considering it anyways, because he's still in the shadows, and we are talking about a spying energy. So this might be someone who thinks that you have something that will be vital for their next journey, but this is also end game. Like the world is the end of a major life cycle, and so this is also could be someone who sees you as end game. With the carnelian, uh, carnelian is a stone of the sacral chakra, so this could be someone who is um, very attracted to you with that. So we'll see. We'll get into it. I just wanted to start with that card and put it back in the deck, give it a shuffle. I said this in group 1, but I keep going back and forth whether I'm going to shuffle and do all of that on camera, or if I'm going to, get the table set and then read from that. They both have their advantages and disadvantages, so if you have a preference, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's basically what I have to say there. So yeah, so group 1 was interesting. It was yeah, it did not go the way I was expecting. I was hoping this would be kind of a fun energy, but group 1's got a little heavy, so I'm just warning you that is possible, but we will see. So tell me, Spirit. Ooh, this one really wants to come out. Who do we have here? We have the Ace of Quills. That is the Ace of Swords. Here, I'm going to move this over here for you. Ace of Quills. It's the Ace of Swords. Someone has clarity about something. Cool. Spying on you has given them clarity. The Fool. Okay. They want to take a leap of faith. Who is spying on my group 2, Spirit? Oops. Oh, goodness. The Wheel of Fortune. That came out in the last reading, but upside down, in reverse, whatever. The Wheel of Fortune. The Fool. Yeah. They have clarity. We have clarity. We have leap of faith. We have fated cycles. So this could feel like fate to them. What are these? The Hermit. What is with the Major Arcana Group 2 and the Six of Swords? Oh, and I said this in the last group. If you ever wonder why I put things where I put things, I honestly put them intuitively. I place them intuitively and I read from there. And so sometimes you also see me like move things around. And that's because the energy moves around as I read. So, yeah. Let's get a couple more cards and then I'll see if I can't put this together. Okay. All these groups might be connected today. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, strength at the bottom of the deck. I wasn't really meaning to look for that, but since it's here, we'll put it here. Y'all with the Major Arcana, Group 2. Okay. All right. So this, oh yeah. Okay, we're just gonna leave that there for a second with the Lovers over there. All right. Someone has clarity. This is a love interest. Someone who's interested in you romantically. We're just gonna do that. That's definitely here. That's definitely here. Okay. They have clarity. They're gonna take a leap of faith. The cycles are turning in yours or their favor. Um, they've spent some time alone, really looking within, doing the inner work. And they're ready to move forward after a period, I think, of pretty severe conflict in their life. But they're coming towards you in this Knight of Cups romantic energy. Okay. The Two of Quills, like I say, that was in the last reading. This is the card for group 3. So these, you know, if you're here to watch the whole reading, you are absolutely welcome. But there is this indecision energy in all of the groups, which I mean that also makes sense for a spying reading, right? Like there's a reason. I said this in the last group. There is a reason that they're spying on you instead of approaching you, and so that can often come down to indecision. So there's that. But strength is, you know, I think this Hermit and the Strength card are kind of connected here with, whereas the introspection included a lot of shadow work. They had to get to a point where they could balance. I don't love saying it like this, but that's what's coming through is their higher and lower nature. Like there was shadow work that needed to happen. But you got the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck over here. You got the Lovers, and I think, you know, this is something. And again, you know, this particular Lovers card is it's a not as upfront as most of the Lovers cards are. This is a secret relationship that's being depicted here. And so yeah, but it's still, I mean, it's still the Lovers. This is still high level soulmate energy according to them. But let's look at signs. So we have Gemini, um, Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune is all the fixed signs. The Hermit is Virgo. Strength is Leo. The Knight of Cups, that'll be water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, whoever this is, they're very clear about you and about what they're coming forward to do. So, how will group 2s know who this is? How will group 2s know who this is? It's like we're getting answers out of order. They are, I think, you know, you did have that carnelian. We did have all of a sort of a passionate energy, and you know, with the Fool, there's not a whole lot of chill here. Like the chill is in the past. Now that they have this clarity, they're not they're not going to waste too much time. I think you're going to know pretty soon who this is if this does not help you find out. And so we'll see. Oop, what's that one wants to come out? The devil. Okay, well, this could be someone who sees you as a temptation, or who you might view as toxic, who it might be low-key obsessed with you at the very least. What do we have? We have the Three of Quills, Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. This might be someone from your past. Someone who you were like, nah. Who left you brokenhearted. Who you think is now in a more toxic energy. Who's been feeling trapped, but is getting out of that. They've done the work to get out of that. So, and then they're going to come forward. All right, well, and they might have, if they've really done the work on the level of the major arcana here with the Hermit and the Strength card, like if they have done that level of work, you might not recognize them. Like as far as if you know them as someone who came to you before in a toxic energy, who broke your heart, they might really have healed from that. And that doesn't mean you have to take them back, but you might at the very least want to hear them out when they come forward. Goodness. Because I have with the Fool and the Knight of Wands, like and the Knight of Cups, like there's very much a forward moving energy here. So I'm not Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. So you still might be more mature than them. Like, just, know that. But they have been doing the work. They are taking this very seriously. We have the Death card. So yeah, there is transformation here. There is a very deep transformation here. If that's something, I'm not saying you have to like allow this person in. But whoever this is, it's someone who is 100% sure about you. And so what are they watching them for, Spirit? What's the point of the spying? What's the point of the spying? The King of Cups. Goodness. All we're missing is the page. Knight, Queen, King. So I think they know that they're not really on your level enough to be this, like, your counterpart, but they want to be. Or they're not sure if you found someone who is. They might be watching you to see if you are still, like, if you would be available to them. Not this one. What is this? Four of Parchment. Yeah, I do think there's a lot of cards that are coming through for both of these. We have the Four of Parchment, the Four of... Well, we're getting fours now. All right. What's this about, Spirit? Four of Parchment is a withholding energy, and the Four of Cups is an indecision kind of an energy. The grass is greener sort of a thing. Why are these here? Tell me about these fours. They've done the work, but this might be why there's two, why they're yeah. I think they're scared of losing what little they dignity. Just heard dignity they have left if they can. Well, goodness, we have the other death card. So if you haven't seen me do a reading with these cards before, um, I got this deck when it was on Kickstarter, and it's very much. Anyways, it came with a booster pack that had some alternate interpretations of a few of the cards in the major arcana. The death card is one of them, and you got both of them. Huge transformation. I cannot stress enough that there is whoever you knew this person to be in the past is no longer who they are. That does not mean they don't have insecurities. These fours, I'm really hearing that they're so afraid that you won't give them a second chance. They want to be this king for you. And they've changed so much, and yet I think you still have the power to break their heart and really devastate them. And so yeah, that is absolutely what's coming through. But this is like, I mean, I'm hearing that tell them how different I am, tell them how much I've changed. And like, I don't just channel like this person's energy, I'm also like getting from spirit. And with all of the major arcana in this, like there's no denying that there are significant changes for this person. Wow. Okay. Anything else here, Spirit? I'm sorry. I hope you know who this is. Oh, sorry. The death card is Scorpio. If you need the zodiac. Yeah. Whew. This could be both of you. Seven of Wands. Seven of Ink is the Seven of Wands in this deck. And it's an energy of defensiveness, of holding your ground, of generally this is someone who has worked so hard to get to this position of higher ground, and they are determined not to give it up for any reason. And so I definitely see this coming from your person who's spying on you, because they have done, as we keep saying, they've done so much work. And yeah, they're feeling defensive about it, because if you don't believe them, if you don't hear them out, if you belittle or dismiss the amount of work that they have done, I think it's going to absolutely crush this person. And so they're watching you, they're spying on you out of self-preservation to see, I'm going to move these out of the way here, to see if you can be this compassionate Queen of Light. Okay, so this Queen of Cups card, let's talk about her. Because we said this is how they're seeing you. But this is Jane Eyre putting out the fire in Mr. Rochester's bedroom that, his wife set. This Jane Eyre is so strong, but she's so compassionate. She loves this crusty. I'm sorry, you guys. I have issues with Rochester. I know. I love Jane Eyre. I do. He's such a jerk. But anyways, the point is she loves him, even though he does not know how to human. She has so much compassion for him, even when she finds out his deep dark secret that he is married, that he, his wife is in the attic, being imprisoned basically because she's uh, insane. But, anyways, she loves him even more. And so your person is really relying on you to be able to have that level of compassion and forgiveness. And listen, she loved him, but she still had boundaries. And this is one of my favorite things about Jane Eyre, actually, is that she goes, I love you so much, knowing how much you have been through, but I am better than being your mistress. Like, I'm not going to participate in this facade that you have put on. So she takes off, right? And so that that's who they're seeing you as. What, and this is not about gender. There's my disclaimer. This is not about gender at all. It's just that this is, they're seeing you as someone with so much compassion, but as someone who is so boundaried that they it's not outside of the realm of possibility that you would not take them back, give them a second chance. But they are not in this double energy anymore. But you, of course, you need receipts for that, and that's totally fair. They just really hope that you can give them the chance to prove it to you. That's really what's coming through here. Okay, so that's who's spying on you and why. So yeah, I definitely think, there's, if you don't know who I'm talking about, this is not your group. It might not be your reading. Might not be your reader. But that was definitely definitely very specific. So yeah, you'll know. So yeah, I'm going to get you some cosmic insights here. Use these in the last group, even though that was much less of a romantic interest sort of reading. So we translated them, but in this one, I think, it's very clear that these will be a little more straightforward here. Woo, goodness, manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Yeah. Tell the universe exactly what you want, and in order to do that, you have to know exactly what you want. You do not have to take this person back. Like, as much as they want a second chance, I don't need to tell you. If you're Jane Eyre, I really don't have to tell you that, know what you want and don't settle for anything less. But yeah, you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. So yeah, that's definitely. I mean, we obviously saw that this is a past situation, so there could be either, and that might be something to overcome. The emotional distance certainly is what they're trying to bridge, but one or both of you might have to actually move in order to make this work. And I mean, it seems to me like this person who's spying on you would definitely consider going that far. They seem very determined. But just know that that's something that's on the table. Anything else, Spirit? What else do we have for group twos for this person who is spying on them? Do you have advice? What's this? Yes. Caution. Find out more information. Yeah. You don't have to make a decision quickly. A couple more cards for group 2 for this X who is spying on them. Commitment. Things are getting serious. So, it's entirely possible that you are already committed elsewhere. This person definitely wants commitment with you. So, take this as it resonates. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card for group 2. Advice or confirmations? Advice or confirmations for group 2? Are we done? Just one more. There we go. Intuition. Yeah. Use your intuition. This one says the red flags you ignore will come back to bite later. So hear them out. I would say if you are at all open to this, hear them out, but use your intuition. I mean, they have definitely changed, but have they changed enough? So that will be something for you to know. And then we will get. My mom gave me these that she got from someone else, and these are just little affirmations, messages for you for this. Today I will nosh on knowledge. Okay. So technically this one is about recipes, about learning some new recipes, getting creative with your food choices and things you want to cook in the kitchen. I don't know if that applies to you, but it's really a stone. I'm sorry, I said stone because it was reminding me of the carnelian here. Uh, creativity is also sacral chakra themes. And so get creative, make something new, whatever that looks like for you. Find a new, I don't know, crocheting pattern or whatever it is that you do. Learn a new piece of music. Check out a new artist or band that you like. Let's see, here we go. I'll take one more because it's your first one. Be a first date aficionado. Yeah, take care of yourself and others. Take care of yourself and others. All right, so I'll leave that there, and then we will get your pendulum. So think of a yes or no question if you haven't already, and we will ask the pendulum what the answer is to that. So we're going to first get what is a yes, please, for group 2. Okay. And what is a no, please, for group 2? All right. So for group 2, for their yes or no question, what is the answer for group 2, please? It's thinking. But that's a yes. So there you have it. As with all things tarot and collective reading and all of that, use your discernment when it comes to pendulum answers and advice and all of that. This is don't take anything that doesn't resonate for you. Use your intuition. But I am going to leave you there. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked this, please like it, comment, let me know how it resonated, what you think I should do better, whatever. I really want these to serve you, and so if you know of a way that I can better serve you, please let me know. And a subscribe is of course always welcome as I slowly try to grow this channel. So thank you for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night wherever you are, and take care. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose the picture Jasper, then this is your reading. The card you chose is the Two of Quills. And I'm hoping I can get this without a glare. The lighting has changed a little later in the day for this group. Um, so the Two of Quills is about a decision. This is the Two of Swords in this deck. And so it's about having to make a decision between your heart and your head and not really knowing which way to go. Um, and ultimately, you have to rely on your intuition. And so, you know what? I'm going to find out. Grab the book real quick and find out what the story is um, for this one. Let's see. Um, this is the Literary Tarot Classics Edition. And so every card is a depiction of a scene from a book that is considered classic literature in some culture. A lot of them are Western culture, but there are a lot of others that are from other areas of the world. Yeah, I have that in my head. So the Two of Quills is Antigone. Um, They say, "Are there any woes that Zeus has not brought to pass? By defying the powerful, you must suffer the most of all. If this is what fate has decreed, what can you do or undo? You might feel like armies are clashing at your gates and your fortunes are caught in the middle. Your actions will show what is in your heart, but you are forced to make an impossible choice." So, yeah, that's. I haven't read Antigone in forever. It was a little disturbing. And by a little, I mean a lot. And so I don't think I did. My brain just like deals with that by forgetting. So that is, I'm afraid I don't have further insights for you other than I think this particular deck takes this card more seriously than others that I have seen. So, regardless, the person who is spying on you has feels like they have to make an impossible decision on some area. So we're going to find out more. I'm going to put this back into the deck and shuffle your cards. Let's see. And I did shuffle these before your reading, but just deciding to do it live this time. I did mention this in the other groups. I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether I prefer to shuffle live or to just pull the cards and draw insights from the spread once I have that pulled. So if you have a preference, please let me know. Oh my goodness, it came back out. Okay, well, yeah, so that's doubling down on that. This card has been stalking this reading today, which I suppose makes sense for someone who's spying, because they're not coming forward, right? I have said this in every pile too, but this, like I say, this card has been in every group. So, Spirit, who is spying on my group threes? Who is this person or people who is spying on group three? Keeping tabs on them, watching their stuff on a fake account. Whatever it is, tell us who this person is who is spying on my group number threes. Who is spying here? The Queen of Ink. It's the Queen of Wands. That is, I believe, Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, for those who care and like that story. Whew. And we have the Moon. That's why these cards don't want to come out, probably. This is Alice in Wonderland. We have some strong female characters here. So, whoever this is, I think they think you are absolutely beautiful. But again, we have a card of illusions, of not knowing what to do. Um, the moon is having to rely on your intuition. We have here the Queen of Quills. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Swords, I'm almost positive is Mulan, but I would have to check that, and I don't want to take all the time in your reading looking those up. So, well, there are two queens on the table. You know what? This keeps coming up in my reading, so someone has this story. This might be someone who is deciding between you and another relationship partner. We're going to see, because we have the Sun and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Light is the Ace of Cups. Whew. What do we have? Spirit, who is spying on group 3? How would they recognize this person? How would my group 3s recognize the person who is spying on them? The 8 of Parchment, someone who works hard. Spirit, some more cards here for who this is, who is keeping their eye on group 3. Why are they not coming forward? Ooh, the Queen of Light. Okay, what's going on here? Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is someone seeking happiness. And they're just not sure which direction to go in. They want this new romantic beginning with you, with this coming out under the Queen of Wands here. But they just don't see how that can happen. So I think they're kind of burying themselves in work while they try to figure this out. If I were to read this in a more traditional way, these would be 3 different women. And that could be it. I mean, a fire sign, an air sign, and a water sign. Let's get more. Spirit, tell me more about who's spying on my group 3s. What's going on here? Why are all these people on the table? Tell me more about who's spying on group 3s and what they want. What's this? The 6 of Ink. Well, they want victory. I mean, obviously, they want victory and happiness to come from this decision that they can't make. Unless, hold on. Y'all could be my polyamorous group. And this could be someone wondering, this could be someone wondering if they are polysaturated or if they can handle having something else. So that's here. It might not be for everybody, but if it's for you, take it. So we have the Page of Parchment. This is, I always think of this as the apology card now, because of the way it shows up, and I think it's Joy at A Journey in Light who says that. This is her apology card. But anyways, the Page of Pentacles is a gift, has a gift to bestow. This is Romeo and Juliet in this scene, so it may not end well, but they're trying to bestow a gift, but still definitely learning, still very immature energy in this gift, but they are trying to learn here. So tell me more, Spirit, about this spying. I don't have a clear story yet for this group. Ooh. Let's see. The Five of Swords. It's an unwinnable battle, or a battle that is won. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Nine of Parchment and the Queen of Parchment. So we have all four queens on the table. So now that they're all here, all four queens equals the Empress. So regardless of your gender, this is someone who sees you potentially as the Empress. They see you as having, being so high, quote, high value. I'd hate that. But it's what's coming through, that because the Empress is all four queens, she's the highest receptive energy in passion and in intellect and in wealth and in emotional maturity and awareness. Like, she has it all. With the Nine of Parchment, that's a self-sufficient, a really self-sufficient energy. That's having it all on your own. Like, this is someone who wants victory with you, sees that you would bring ultimate happiness, is looking for this new beginning. But with the Five of Quills, they're not, as much as they want all this, they are stuck. They're feeling, they're already feeling defeated. And I don't even, it's like they want to do this. They want to come forward with this gift. But they're lost in the sauce somehow with the moon. And so I do think they're burying themselves in work. Tell me more, Spirit. Who's spying on group 3? Who is spying on group 3? Who is this person who is spying on group 3? Excuse me. Ooh, hold on. Who is spying on group 3? What's stopping them? Ooh, that brought out an answer. 10 of Parchment. Legacy. Why would the 10 of Parchment come out when I ask what's stopping them? Well, I mean, the obvious answer is that they're already established with someone else. Because that did come through when we got the first two queens here, that there was a potential kind of conflict here. Wow, okay, that has not happened all day. It's the first card I've dropped on the ground, which is a miracle because I'm me. But, oh, here we are. Yeah, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands. Okay, well, what's the bottom of the deck here? Strength. All right. Strength, the Devil, and the Ace of Wands. So we technically do have the Emperor and the Empress here. So if you are into the divine counterpart thing, you can absolutely take that because that's, that's on the table. And yeah, there, with the Emperor being Hercule Poirot, uh, he has such a sense of justice. The fact that this particular pairing, it's not a typical thing with the Emperor, although the Emperor would, to be fair, because the Emperor is all four kings as much as the Empress is all four queens. Um, but in particular, Poirot is very much a character who has devoted his life to seeking justice. And so I think that is part of what's tying his hands here. And I'm using his because it's emperor, but the gender can be whatever you want it to be. Um, because if he does have this other commitment, established legacy situation, even though they want to come in with it fast and hot with this Knight of Wands with passion, they're having to be strong and to really contain that passion and direct it somewhere else, so probably into work, so that they can figure out what's right. Because I think this is goodness. Oh, I hate it when my deck does this. And I know it's my own fault, but it gets turned around on itself. Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to. I'm not a natural external processor, so having to narrate through these sometimes gets me a little flustered, in case you hadn't noticed. So, what do we have? So, Spirit, how will. Okay, I haven't finished asking the question yet, but sure. How will group 3 recognize this person? So we got the Hierophant as I was asking the question. That's Taurus. The Sun is Leo. The Emperor is Aries. Strength is Leo. What else do we have here? The Empress is Taurus and Libra. I think that's it for the major arcana we've had. But yeah, we kind of have a mix of all of the signs here on the table. So, take what resonates for you. But the Hierophant is another stable legacy, sort of institutional character. This is, a religious leader, usually an elder in a very specific tradition with a lot of rules. And so I think they do find themselves in that position and might be blocked towards changing this life that they've built for themselves. It's this 5 of Light, but there's a wistfulness, though, too, to how they're feeling about you. And so they watch you, even though it kind of tortures them. How will, oh, well, there she is. There's the Empress, officially. Whew, such big energy. Four of Wands, marriage and celebration. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And the Knight of Cups, a romantic offer. Wow, they really want to come forward and offer you. They want to just come sweeping forward to you. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. I think we had the Knight of Swords under here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe that was another group. Anyways, the point is they oh, your poor person, whoever this is who's spying on you, is so conflicted. They love you. I'm going to use that word. It might be a little bit of an overstatement, but I think not. This energy is so kind of tortured. They love you so much, and they are so entrenched in where they're at, and they cannot see their way out. But they sense that they would have ultimate happiness with you, and they just can't do it. Anything else here, Spirit? How else will my group threes know who's spying on them? I mean, I can describe them, but this is not a person who's sharing any of this, I don't think. I don't think they've told this. I don't think they've told you. So, Spirit, how will they know who this is? What? Seven of Parchment. This is someone who's patient. I mean, they'd have to be, right? Someone who's patient and just really, I mean, I'm getting very wealthy, kind of, you know, really has a handle on their life for the most part, except for this situation, which is, you know, we saw the devil on the back of the deck earlier. I think that you are a big temptation to them. There are seeds that they have planted with the Seven of Parchment that they have nurtured, and they're hoping to come to fulfillment. So I don't know, how will group three recognize this person? And if we can't get the tarot, we'll switch to oracle cards and get some. I haven't done the attributes cards in this reading because the other groups didn't seem to need it. But I might do them for you if we can't get a little more details here out of the tarot. And I mean, use your intuition. If you're wondering if it's a person, then yes, it is. That's who it is. Even if like it doesn't make sense to you necessarily, or you think that you're being delulu, don't just, you know. I mean, we'll see what else we can get. Can I get two more cards, please, for group three? Two more cards for group three. Here's one. The Hermit. Yeah, they definitely haven't told you. I think they're really keeping to themselves. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah. They've got a lot of burdens that they're carrying. And this is one of them. And with this particular Ten of Wands, I think one of the burdens they're carrying is the perceived judgment of their community if they were to leave their current life and start one with you. Whew. Wow. All right, I'm going to wrap up your tarot there because this is just, I'm starting to repeat myself, basically. So whoever this person is who's spying on you, I mean, if this is someone you care about at all, send them some love, because that's they've got it rough. They're going through it. All right. So we're gonna get some of these, both for advice and for further like confirmation. You can find out, help you really pin down who this is. All right. All right. Some cards for group 3, please, Spirit. Oof. I like change the direction I'm doing this in, and so that I'm not constantly seeing the bottom of the deck, because I find it distracting. But it is taking me some time to get used to shuffling in this direction. Whew. What are we at? Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm sorry, I'm really not laughing at you or your person. I'm laughing at me, because if this was my reading, and it might be, then I know what this is and who this is. We have health. Health issues could arise. So if that's something you know about your person, that they are going through some health. Oh, that there is a typo in that. That is interesting. Okay. Arise, extra R's. So I don't know, a double R's could be a synchronicity for somebody, or railroad, or talk like a pirate day. Arise. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop now. I'm getting a little loopy. I'm sorry. It's a very hot day in LA today. They'll be back. So yeah, they might be reaching out. How else might the group 3 recognize this person? Date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. Yeah, I recently did a short that had these 2 cards in it, so if you saw that, this might be for you. But they really do want to see you again. They might not be taking you out on a date, but I can totally see them wanting to grab coffee as a friend. Love spell. You've been bewitched. Well, they've been bewitched for sure, but you might be too. It's kind of the intensity of this connection. The way it felt when I'm reading it, or feels, I should say, when I'm reading it, is very much reciprocal, but it's kind of impossible to miss. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. We had 7 of Pentacles, so we do have also fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, this might be coming in sooner than they think, I'll say. Commitment. Things are getting serious. And that, I mean, we already, saw that they're probably in another commitment. But I think if they come towards you, they won't be looking for anything casual either. Pets. Getting a new pet. Giving a current pet more love. You guys could be animal lovers or have had a conversation about pets in the past. I get one more? Finish off my pyramid here, Spirit. I didn't realize I was making until I had made it, but now it's incomplete without one more card. So one more card, please, Spirit. For advice, maybe, for group 3 for this. One more. Okay. I'm losing patience. Let's see. This one. Pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Well, maybe that's part of their commitment to their current situation, might be including a pregnancy. So there's that, but also the other thing that I think of with this card is the Empress, which we've seen is most definitely how they see you, and the Empress is most often um, depicted as a pregnant woman who has very much nurtured life, and that kind of life nurturing energy in the Empress. So, all right, let's get you a few more. I flipped over a card for no reason and I got divorced. So do with that what you will. I'm leaving that alone. A vacation was on the bottom of the deck. So let's get you a few of these attributes cards, just because this has seemed a little more chaotic than the other groups, a little more. There's a whole lot more possibility that you don't know who this person is in this group. So don't tell the other groups. We're just going to go a little bit longer for you. So, Spirit, who is this person who is spying on my group 3s? Who is spying on group 3? You know, another thing that comes to mind as I'm shuffling these, and so I have to share it because that's just how it works, is that there could be a lot of women around this person who are also kind of watching you because they're aware on some level that your person knows, or your person has feelings for you. So we have ginger hair. We have Australia. Ooh, hello. We have silver, white, and or gray hair. So yeah, as established as this person is, it does seem very likely that this is someone who's a little older. So you could have silver fox energy there. How else might they know this person, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this person so that group 3 will know who we're talking about? Man, okay, there. Taking those. We have small nose. We have Central Asia. Glasses. And these can apply to you as well. These confirmation cards can, in case you were wondering if you're in the right place, this can serve that purpose as well. Salt and pepper hair. So again, another nod to the older crowd in tarot readings, of which I am one. I am 43, so North Africa. And we'll get one more of these, and then we'll do your affirmation and the pendulum at the very end. Here we go, light brown hair. So yeah, I have eye colors in here and all sorts of things. We have clean cut at the bottom of the deck. I just saw hazel eyes, Pacific Islands, the Caribbean, platinum blonde hair. So yeah, do with that what you will. Let's get you. My mom gave me these thought seeds cards for the to support my channel here. That she got from someone else. Um, they are from Kaiser, so you know, but they do have some. Oh, there's a lot of good ones in here. So today I will love the beat of my heart. So yeah, definitely with that, like, do take care of yourself. Learn to. I mean, if you need to work on self love, which most of us do, um, but just notice how take a minute to really notice how wonderful you are. Certainly, this person thinks you are wonderful, and to just appreciate, you know, that you're here and you've survived up until this day, and all the things that life has thrown at you, that you are still here and still kind and still seeking love. And sometimes it feels like that is really rare. And then your second one, I don't know why I just felt called to take another one, and that's today I will get nutty. So yeah, go have fun, be silly, dance around in your kitchen with your socks on to whatever music strikes your fancy. So okay, pendulum. Yes. All right. So think of a yes no question, and I'm going to ask the pendulum. If you can please show me what a yes looks like for group three. There's a yes. And could you please show me what a no looks like for group three? There is no. Thank you very much. So think of your question, push pause if you need more time. For group three's question, is it a yes or a no, please? That's a yes. So, as with all things tarot and divination, use your intuition and your discernment. But that was your reading today. Thank you so much for. I'm like starting to clean up. I'm sorry, I must be super loopy. Um, thank you so much for joining me today. It was wonderful to read your energy, or your person's energy. The situation seems interesting. If there are developments, please let me know in the comments. If this reading resonated with you, go ahead and please like and comment and subscribe for more, and share with your friends. I am slowly trying to build this, but like I say, this is reading 7, so it's reading 007, which is why we are having the spy reading today, which I'm having actually had a lot of fun with. So thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your day or night wherever you are, and take care. Bye.